In the past 4 years, I've grown my detailing business to make over $1,000 per day washing cars. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how I would do it if I had to start all over again in 2025. In the next 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna condense my 4 years of detailing experience into a really simple framework that you can copy whether you're brand new or you already have a few clients but feel stuck. This framework will help you build and grow your business in 2025 and beyond. So starting a detailing business can feel a bit overwhelming. You're trying to get your first paying customer, you're competing in a crowded market, you're learning how to advertise your services, you're also tracking your expenses, dealing with the back end, and managing your taxes as well. If you overwhelm yourself at the start, you're not gonna get anywhere. I know this because I've been there. When I first started, I went down the YouTube rabbit hole and bought all these products that I didn't even need. I was watching advanced training videos like how to apply ceramic coating, things like that, when I haven't even had my first client yet. This cost me time and money, but I learned valuable lessons along the way. If I was getting started again today in 2025, the first thing I would do is research my competitors in my area and find a SEO-friendly business name. Once I searched around and found a name that I liked, but it was a little different than my competitors, I would make sure the domain name and the Instagram name are available. What's next? Create a business Gmail address and set up your Google My Business listing. This is crucial for generating reviews and establishing trust in your community once you've landed your first clients. To get those first 3 to 5 clients, I would start with friends and family. Offer to practice on their car in exchange for a 5-star Google review. This not only gives you a chance to practice your skills, but also gives you reputation right off the bat. One mistake I made early on was buying cheap tools at the start and having to buy them again later on. For example, I bought this dirt cheap shop vac. It was like 40 bucks and it just wasn't cutting it. The hose was super small, the capacity was nothing, and it wasn't sucking up any of the stuff in the carpets. Later on, I found the rigid shop vac, the one shop vac everybody loves. If you're mobile, it's nice and compact and the suction is great. Another one, air compressor. If you're using a Tornador or you plan on using a Tornador down the road, you don't want to cheap out on an air compressor that doesn't have the capacity for that tool. Again, I bought a bad air compressor. It was like 80 bucks. I was using my air tool and it would just run the whole time. I would have to wait for it to pressure up before I would get any juice out of it. It just wasn't worth the purchase. If you're gonna buy something, buy it once. Investing in the right equipment at the start will save you time and money in the long run. Once you've got your first few clients and some Google reviews, the next step is to build an SEO-friendly, simple website. You don't have to overthink it. You can get a logo on Fiverr. There's a bunch of guys on there that'll do it for like 15 bucks and just make the website super easy to navigate with as little clicks as possible to reach out to you or book your services with online booking. At the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a free website template that you can use today if you really wanted to. Once you get the ball rolling in your detailing business, mindset will be the next important key for growth. If you've never ran your own business before, detailing might feel like a 9-to-5 job where you clock in when the job starts and you clock out when the job ends. But the truth is, there's a lot more to it if you want to succeed. You still have towels to wash, chemicals to refill, vacuums to empty, leads to respond to, expenses to track, taxes. And on top of that, you have to market your services and stay up to date on your website. Owning a business is a full-time commitment, and that mindset shift is super important. That being said, it's okay to treat detailing as a hobby in the start. In the beginning, when you're learning, you can grab your headphones, clean your own car, and try and teach yourself new methods using new chemicals and products. But before you go all in on this business, you have to understand you're gonna be detailing a lot of cars before outsourcing to an employee. And I'm talking about a lot of cars, man. Like lots of cars, like hot weather, like rain. You're gonna go through it. When things get tough, like working long hours in the sun or cleaning some filthy dog hair car with a bunch of like Cheerios and gum in the carpet, remember the reasons why you started the business in the first place. For me, of course, the money. The money is fantastic, but I also love the client reaction to when they come out and see their new car. It's kind of like the work has paid off. Another thing is, if you come across a high net worth individual, you can learn so much from them by just talking to them like a regular person. Ask them questions like where they work, what do they do for work, how did they get to where they are, any advice for a young business owner, things like that. Staying focused on your goals will keep you motivated in the times when it gets tough. Once you've got some clients under your belt, it's time to stand out from the competition. The auto detailing market is segmented, and in my area, these are the markets that I've seen. The first market segment is consumer vehicles. These are like your '04 Camrys that are covered in stains, usually some dog hair that's been here a long time and hasn't seen a vacuum in decades. These types of consumers usually are buying your service as a one-time thing, like they're selling their vehicle or they're passing it to another family member, things like that. Though they are willing to pay the price for your service, you won't see them again anytime soon. The next segment is mom cars. Think mid-range SUV with kid mess in the back. These customers often have disposable income and they're happy to refer you to their friends. And finally, there's the high-end clients. These clients drive luxury vehicles and value your time and expertise. They're usually willing to pay for higher tier services like ceramic coatings, paint protection film, or paint correction, and they'll probably end up on a maintenance plan for their vehicle. Once you understand your local market, you can price accordingly and attract the clients that you want. Once you understand your local market segments, you can customize your services and pricing to hand-pick the consumer segment you want. And if you want to attract the high-ticket clients, my suggestion would be build out your Google business profile with as many 5-star reviews as humanly possible. Make sure you're educated on the services you're selling if it is higher ticket services. And once you're at that level, I would run targeted ads that reach out to this audience so you can call them and close a ceramic coating service into your schedule. For higher ticket leads, I usually try and respond within 5 minutes of them submitting whatever lead form it may be, because it's still on their mind when they're looking at the ad. They just filled it out. I gotta be on the ball. If you are running ads, I would highly recommend to check out the Facebook ads library, because you can research your competitors and see if they're running ads on there. You can then get a breakdown of their prices and offerings, if they're doing any sales, things like that. And if you're planning on going head to head to them on Facebook, you want to be sure your ad creatives are better than theirs, or at least different in some way. If all the businesses in your area are targeting supercar owners, I would highly recommend targeting a different market segment, because you'll make way more money there rather than a super congested area. Standing out is about being strategic, not just working hard. Your brand is what sets you apart and builds trust with your clients. One of the easiest way to make your brand relatable is by telling your story. Add an about page on your website with a good photo of yourself smiling, and make sure you include a description of how you got started in auto detailing, maybe some of the services you provide, as well as ties to the community. So I put where I went to school, but maybe you go to church nearby, or you go to a certain gym, things like that. This area, we're trying to make a personal connection. If people are clicking around on their website, they're looking for a little more before booking an appointment. And instead of clicking off, we want them to click book now, book now, book now, book now. Next up, first impressions matter, especially in the detailing industry. When you show up to a client's home or the workplace, make sure you're in uniform. For me, that means wearing black pants or black shorts, a black t-shirt, or I have this windbreaker here with my logo. It's brand colors. It's blue and black. So I drip out all black. Shoes are black, socks black, pants black, windbreaker black, hat black with my little blue logo. And of course, a smile. A smile is part of your uniform, okay? You have to smile when you're talking to these clients. You're a happy person, happy all the time, okay? If you want to get some merch like this, unsponsored by the way, I would use Printful. It is a print-on-demand service, and there's a little life hack. If you make an account, you can order sample products and you get a discounted price on the already like back-end discount kind of thing. Like they're a distributor, they have so many of these blanks. They just embroider that on there. It's got a champion thing on the side, zip, front pocket. It looks clean, crisp, highly recommend it. They do hats too, all that stuff. But I arrive, I'm in uniform, I'm smiling, shake the customer's hand. Hey, how you doing? My name's Lucas. I always introduce myself, unless it's a repeat client, of course. From the moment you arrive to the moment you leave, your professionalism should match the quality of your work. Clients will remember how you made them feel and the quality of the work. So make sure you leave a positive, lasting impression. Ensuring customer satisfaction is also key to building a profitable detailing business. After every detail, I make sure to walk through with the client to see what I've done. I'll also make sure I go over any pain points they had at the start of the service to make sure they're relieved, like a weight's being lifted off their shoulders. And to leave a lasting impression, I always leave a small gift for the client. This includes a rolled up microfiber towel, a branded air freshener in a little plastic case in case they don't like air fresheners. I don't like to air freshener bomb people because a lot of people don't like them, but it is there for them. And I have a business card with a QR code on it where if they scan it, it goes straight to my Google review thing. There's literally like a YouTube thumbnail, clickbait, red arrow on the back of the card. I won't even tell you how many reviews I've gotten from that business card alone. And on top of that, over delivering is my secret sauce. Every car you go in, even if it's a basic interior, there's always a little more you can do to get the results just a little further. Whether it's spot cleaning stains when they didn't order carpet shampoo, or restoring faded trim on the exterior, like things that aren't included in the original service, but they could be done. I know some people are gonna be like, Lucas, you're doing more work, you should be upselling. I kind of price my services to take into account a few add-ons anyways. At the end of the detail, as I'm doing a tour of the car with the customer, I always point it out and be like, hey, I saw this as I was working and I included it for you. Usually it's an extra charge, but today, no worries, it's on me. They're usually like, oh my God, you didn't have to do that, blah, 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 blah. This is what you want people to feel when you're conducting business with them. Like, oh my God, this guy's doing so much work for me, he's trying so hard. This is a business that I really want to book again. On top of that, it leads to fire Google reviews. People are taking pictures of their car, posting in the review, and the referrals go crazy if you do a good job. I'm pretty sure there was a stat somewhere that was like a good service, a good review, they tell one person, a bad review, they tell 5. So take that as you will. Good service, good reviews, good referrals. Once you've built a solid foundation in your detailing business, it's time to focus on high margin services to maximize your profitability. For me, this includes paint correction, spray ceramic coatings, and standard ceramic coatings. These services can bring in over $1,500 in a single day with minimal product costs once you've mastered the skills. And to diversify your income a little bit, you can offer gift cards on your website. These go crazy during Black Friday or Christmas season. Did you know that roughly 27% of gift cards go completely unused? That means if you sold $1,000 worth of gift cards, you could pocket $270 without doing any extra work. Obviously, I want them to use my gift card and get value from the service, but the stats don't lie. Once you go further down the path, scaling your business can open up so many opportunities. You could open a shop and scale that way with paint protection film, more advanced coatings, hire out a team, or you could build a fleet of mobile vans, and at that point, you're just adding more revenue. As long as the demand is there, it's a good idea. And with the right systems in place, you can remove yourself from the service delivery entirely and focus on more of the back end and marketing for your business. If you're serious about starting and growing your detailing business, subscribe to this channel and join my school group below. There you'll find a community of like-minded detailers. You can post in the forum and you can message me directly if you have any specific questions. There's a lot of you guys out there who've been asking so many questions and it's great seeing everybody grow. And if you join the school group, you'll also get access to the Detailer's Digital Toolkit. This includes that customizable website template I was talking about earlier, but it also has an online booking software, text and email automations, and automated Google review requests so you don't have to beg every single time you're at a job. At the end of the day, this toolkit will save you time and money. I use the exact same setup for my business. I'm also considering doing some weekly calls in the group, so if you want that, message me, I'm there. I know there's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 of you guys that are like super down for that, but let me know and I'll start doing them. Let's kill it in 2025. Thanks for watching. It's been Lucas Auto Detailing. Take care.